Yo, what's happening, guys? Hope everyone's doing well. Just gonna put some music in the background. Alright, there we go. Hope everyone's doing well. Welcome back to another live stream. We're gonna go over a lot of different altcoins today, and the market is moving quite nicely. So, obviously, want to chat about that. See if we can maybe get some setups today. That's the whole plan. Also started to this YouTube account. It's been mine for a long time, so I'm gonna start going live on this account every day. If you guys want to join me, make sure you like and subscribe. But basically, we're just gonna do live trading on this account. We're gonna try. We're also gonna like do competition, like in terms of trading competitions. We're gonna trade together, and that's the main goal. I want to basically just do live trading. I don't want to do, you know, market analysis. I want to like show you guys how I trade, so you can kind of replicate it for yourself. So that's kind of the main goal around this account here. So yeah, so I hope you guys enjoy the stream. Just gonna quickly change this track and then we can get straight into it. But yeah, basically that's the whole point of this channel. Yeah, if you guys, some of you guys would already remember this channel. We used to actually stream on here every single day, but we're gonna get back to that. Just so you guys can see what's happening. Cool. All right. All right, let's get into it. I hope everyone's doing well. So basically today we're looking at altcoins, and we're also gonna trade gold. We're gonna trade the Nasdaq as well. We're gonna look at some stocks, but mainly just crypto and gold. I really enjoy trading gold. My strategy works really well for gold as well. What's happening? I learned so much when you used to live and trade. Exactly. Thanks so much for being back. We are back on YouTube. So basically, if you guys are on the Telegram group, there will be from Monday, I'll have all the links in my description. So I'm gonna have like a whole new Telegram channel where we can also do like signals and live trading there. Obviously, it will be with CoinW, but basically, let's see what happens. Okay. All right. So let's get straight into it. Basically, the altcoin market right now. We're gonna go over what I expect that's gonna happen, and then we're gonna look at some live trades. Okay. So basically, the altcoin total 3 market cap has closed above a key level, right? You know, this was the zone I was waiting for, literally going sideways for the last 49 days, which is basically, you know, almost 2 months of just nothingness, right? And then yesterday we had such a nice push, which shows us that, you know, the buyers were trying to take out this level. The problem is right now, what I'm looking at is we have all these levels here, right? We have this zone, this zone, this zone, this zone, okay? And essentially, we have to get back above this level here at around about 700 billion, and that's exactly what happened. We got above this zone, so there's a very, very high chance that we can potentially get back into this level here, right? So what I like to do is just grab the fixed range volume profile from the left to the right, and you can see how, yeah, I mean, we've pretty much taken out all the key levels. There's a high chance that we might retest these levels over here. If you look to the right, left-hand side, we have this zone over here. Okay, we have that level right over there. Okay, this is the key level in my opinion. The reason why it's a key level is because of the fact that this is your previous order block sitting over here, and we've tapped this zone multiple times. So altcoins being above here is probably a good sign, in my opinion. So we'll have to wait and see what we're going to look at for today. Okay. But yeah, let's have a look at some altcoins. Basically, yesterday we called a gold short. Literally played out perfectly, right? Check out this. We entered over here, we took profit over here, and then it actually reversed from our level. We literally called the reversal as well. I didn't end up taking this trade on the reversal, but that was the idea. But we want to chat about crypto first, then we'll go into it. I mean, Bitcoin absolutely pumps. If you guys are on the Telegram groups, we literally took a long from here to here, like from literally the pump. But we ended up getting out. I mean, this pump's around about 17% in like 2 days. But Bitcoin right now is at such a key level, in my opinion. If you look at the weekly time frame, you can see that. Yeah, I mean, just looking based on this chart, this is a massive weekly candle, right? A daily time frame as well. The problem is right now, let's have a look over here. We're tapping the 0.88, right? So essentially, this is also a key level that we have to look at in terms of retracements, because a lot of people are actually looking to try short this market, right? And the thing is, the problem is when you try short, a lot of people will actually try to take you out by try liquidating you, right? Because you'll put your stop loss above the previous high, right? So the problem is with that, you also have to wait for some type of like market structure shift on the lower time frames for you to enter the trade, right? You can't. I mean, you can just take from the reactions, but you'll most likely get stopped out and all this stuff, right? So, the thing is with Bitcoin right now, this is the key level that I'm watching out for. This 0.88. So this is where we would most likely look to short the market, right? Around about this zone. Okay. This is a key zone in my opinion to look for shorts. Okay. So we'll see what happens, but overall, I wanna see price get rejected from this level. Okay. So if we look at the lower time frames, let's have a look. So basically, because I trade on the lower time frames, so you want to actually go down to like the 1 minute and stuff, but the 4 hour and stuff doesn't give you any information. The only information that we need to know is that the daily time frame is tapping into this level. Okay. Then you can see on the 1 hour time frame, we can actually, I'm going to start removing all the drawings. Actually, let me go back. Can just leave the drawings, I guess, but I don't feel like having them on. Let me just take off all of these, just so it's a little bit cleaner. Yeah. All right. So basically, what is our plan? Our plan is, because obviously there's a lot of bullish momentum right now, which is why you kind of have to be careful. And also longing here just also doesn't really make sense. Okay, so ideally you want to look for the beautiful short all the way back down to like these levels over here, and then you look to re-enter longs, right? So let's have a look at the lower time frames. So you can see right now we are still really bullish, right? Higher highs and higher lows. Okay, market structure is showing us that this is very, very impulsive, right? So there will be some type of corrective structure before we get like a breakout where you could look for some type of long on the breakout. Okay, but right now I'd probably just wait and see for that. But in terms of the lower time frames, you see the problem is, personally, I want to see something like this, right? We are at a key level right now. Okay, this is a very strong level. If somehow we close below here and then we get a retrace into like this level here, then this is where you want to be shorting the market, right? Because this is your protective low, basically where price has been, the last previous lower high, right? Higher low. So essentially this would be the level that you want price to actually take out in order for you to actually go short, right? Because the thing is, you can go short here, and if you have a stop loss just above this high, but the problem is, for confirmation's sake, in terms of like my trading style, you would actually want price to close below this level and then retrace into this level for potential shorts. Okay, does that make sense? So that's kind of my game plan. I want to see price actually get back below this level here, and then we look for the shorts. Okay. So we'll see what happens. So that's that. And then also, this is hype. Basically, I'm looking at something like this for hype. Obviously, hype's really bullish. Super bullish. But I do want to see hype retrace sometime, right? I do think that we can come back down to the 64 region. Let's have a look here. Let's actually have a look here. So just think about when you're looking at the structure of some type of structure here. What do you have to look at? And you always have to ask yourself, what am I looking at in order to look for some positions? Okay. And the thing is, what I'll show you guys something now. But essentially, what you just have to do is just grab like this tool here and just mark it out, right? We have a low over here. We have another low over here. We have a low over here, and we have a low over here. Okay. Then we have a high over here, a high, another high, and this is actually a lower high, right? So just from that small little analysis on the 1 hour time frame, we can tell that high potentially forming a lower high, right now. Okay. We also have an FEG sitting over here. Okay. But the problem is, can we look for, and we've also inversed this one over here. So then we go down to the lower time frames, and we start to look for some type of entry. Okay, because you can see right now structurally on this time frame, you know, this lower high is over here, but you actually want to wait for price to break structure, right? We have this low over here. This low needs to be taken out. Okay, so honestly, this is what needs to happen right now. You actually need to take out this low here. Okay. So we need to, what needs to happen, it's going on in 15. Yeah, you can see on the 15-minute time frame, it's still holding this protective low. Okay. So can we take shorts right now? Personally, I wouldn't, because of how structural it is still holding this low. So what needs to happen is we do need to somehow potentially take out this level and then come back up, and then we look for shorts. Okay. Because this is looking a little bit of like a Bart Simpson pattern, and then we can potentially come down. Okay. Does that make sense? So you want to see price break this level, then you look for sells on the retracement. So that's when I would put an alert on hype at the zone. Okay. Does that make sense? Alright, so that's hype. And then if we look at, do you want to have a look at gold though? Yeah, the thing is right now, everything's just super chopped. Full hour close for near is actually so bullish, yeah. Everything's pumping back up. Very strong close for total 3 as well, I'll be honest. A close like this for total 3 is really, really good. I do think that we still have a lot more upside here. Another 5 to 6%. I didn't actually think it would close above here though, to be honest. Watch out for Bitcoin, yeah. We could potentially get rejected, yeah. We could get rejected, yeah, for Bitcoin. Huh? So basically just waiting for price to actually get rejected before we look for sellers. But I can see there's quite a few of you guys that joined. So basically my whole plan for this channel is we're going to try. I remember I had a community, a lot of you guys were in it. We had like over 1,000 people. What I'm going to do is trying to get back that community, and we're going to start building up a whole new Telegram channel with all these signals. Obviously a lot more people are going to start coming into the market right now because of this pump. So I think it's a really good time to join the community. And now we can also trade commodities, which all of you guys know is where I started my journey of trading. I started with commodity trading. Crypto came later. So I think a lot of people will enjoy trading gold, NASDAQ, and all of these different types of indices, right? So if you guys are interested, the link is in the description, and I will be going live every single day at 9:30. Not this was a little bit of an earlier live because I want to speak about the pump, but around about 9:30 a.m. I mean p.m. a.m. South African time. And basically, the reason why I like streaming at that time, because we do get London Open. Okay, obviously streaming New York Open would be nice, but the thing is, with London Open, we can have setups for the whole day, right? I can go through what I'm looking at for the whole day, and then you guys can also manage those expectations when New York Station comes, right? Because sometimes we would only take a trade during New York Station, but we'll have our analysis for the whole day, right? So it's better to chart in the morning, and then you don't have to chart in the afternoon and rush your analysis. So I do think it's important to trade London Open. You can also do Asia Open, but that's when I'm sleeping, so I don't really trade Asia. But yeah, so we'll see what happens. But what do you guys think of the markets here? Are you guys all long, or what is your plan? My plan is basically just waiting for a sell on Bitcoin here. We're at such a key zone here, 4-hour and daily time frame, 75,900. So if we look at the heat map as well, the heat map shows us that we have a little bit of liquidity, a little bit lower, 74,270, right? 74,270. That's literally that level we were speaking about. So you want to be looking for a short here, guys. I'll be completely honest with you. Obviously, waiting for this trend to break would be pretty clean. So that's kind of what we're going to wait for. We're going to wait for a break of this trend, and then we're going to enter a short. Yeah. Does that make sense? You basically want to, because you can see how we've tapped the zone twice. This is a key level, guys. You want to wait for this, and we look for shorts. Bang. Then we in for a trade. So we'll see what happens, but Telegram group and everything will be in the description for you guys to join. It's all free. There's nothing you have to do. The only thing you have to do is just... Oh, yeah, we go. We're waiting for this trade here, guys. Bang. So just the thing is, don't enter short for Bitcoin. Only enter once we change structure. I think a lot of people get so keen. It's like, oh, he's looking for short, and then you'll try like front run the short before I'm short. But the problem with doing that is the reason why I'm waiting for the short is because we don't have confirmation that we can go down. Because we are in bullish market structure, so taking reversals is a lot more harder, right? You know, you would hear this a lot when you first started trading. You know, the trend is your friend. The thing is, the trend is our friend, but we can also look for reversals, right? And if we can take a reversal at such a key level, I think it's really clean in my opinion. I'm waiting too long on alts. We need an alt season. Yeah, I mean also, I think this to be honest with you, like closing above here is pretty darn good. You know, I've been speaking about how choppy we were for so long. We finally got the breakout. Like this is pretty good. You know, I do think that we can have one more retracement until we can get a position. Because the thing is, a lot of people are going to try long right now, and I think that's the problem, right? The thing is, everyone's going to try long the market right now, and you know, you had the opportunity to long earlier, like down here, right? So you just have to be careful with longing right now. Obviously, it can still go up because we are bullish, but I need some type of structure. I need some type of range. I need some type of retracement in order to go long. I don't want to be longing the highs. You can long highs, but it's sketchy. It's very sketchy, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, let's see what happens. Don't know if we're gonna get any trades because we did actually do live before 9:30. But I will in my next live stream, what I'll teach you guys is also it's like a strategy. It's called the opening range breakout, and basically you can use it with New York Open and London Open. How it works is you have the first 15-minute candle, okay, of each trading session, and you mark out the range high and the range low, and all you need to do is wait for a candle to close above this on the 15-minute time frame to look for longs, or candle to close below to look for shorts. I don't actually trade this that much, but I have used it in the past, and it does work, because when you get London and New York Open, essentially there's a lot of volume, so you'll have like a nice push in the first 15 to 30 minutes of that session. So you want to like kind of not like abuse that, but take advantage of that, right? So yeah, that I'll show you guys in the next session, because we did go live a little early today. But we'll see what happens. I do appreciate everyone for joining. If you guys do check this channel, we actually caught such a good long on Ethereum the other day. Check. We literally longed Ethereum at 1900. I did post this as well. If you look at the other posts, we literally said I'm long around literally over here, and it played out really well. But that's why we're gonna sort that out in the next live stream. But yeah, I do appreciate everyone for joining. It's gonna be a relatively shorter one, because I need to get all the groups and everything ready. But yeah, I do appreciate everyone for joining. And I'll see you guys on Monday. But basically, what you wanna do is you wanna wait for price to obviously close below here, right? You wanna see price close below this level, and then you look for shorts. Okay. Peace out, yo.